Hello and welcome to Spring Trading Day 2. I am TDenstroyer and with me as a co-host, which is a little strange to see because usually this person is driving the car, but today he's getting pampered as a passenger. Nas Space, how are you doing?
You know, a a car is a bigger thing to sit in than this tiny booth.
Yeah.
So I'll take the car, even though nobody left us any snacks. Or actually, well, wait a minute. No, I was the one streaming last. Never mind. I left us a whole buffet.
I was gonna say, I know I stocked it. I know head office came in. We stocked the booth on Monday. Um, so I'm noticing now there's no way you ate it all. So I'm assuming your pantries at home are stuffed.
I mean, I saved us some Baja Blast.
Oh, perfect. That's what I've always needed. Just a gallon of Baja Blast and some Taco Bell, some cold Taco Bell.
Well, we
Which
have a we somehow brought it. We snuck in a microwave, so we don't have to necessarily eat it cold.
yeah, and that's why it's so small in here because 50% of this booth is taken up by a microwave. Um, and then
I've
we each
never
have a
been in a
corner.
Mini Cooper. Sorry, I saw this in chat. I have to say, I've never been in a Mini Cooper, but I have been in a BMW that was super low, and like I'm a big guy, and you try getting out of a car that's like sunk all the way down to the ground.
The Mini Coops. My wife's dream car is a Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle. Um, and we recently just got a new car, probably like 6 months ago, and it was either a used Beetle or a brand new Mazda. What are they? CX, whatever they are. I don't even know. It took me a lot of convincing to drive her away from the Beetle because I'm like, this is terrible for me.
By the way, because now that I actually have the stream to my left on my phone,
Okay.
your nameplate is looking. Your nameplate's missing a little something.
Yeah, it needs to be revamped. Admittedly,
Because
you
these
know
poor souls have a double serpent stream.
they do. So what I can do is I can actually just go like that, and then that pretty much covers 90% of it. Then if I grab one of these and put this there, and then I can make this. Oh my
Oh my
god,
god.
these graphics are huge. I'm gonna shrink it down, one OBS thing at a time here,
The magic of live TV.
and just like that, I got a new. I've got the double serpent stream going. I don't know if I scheduled us to watch the serpents today. I thought I.
You did. It's the second game that we're
Okay.
watching.
Okay. Yeah. I figured it's only fair. I figured it's only fair. Uh, so I think so. We're on April 4th. I'm gonna go ahead and drive us to April 5th. And our first streamed game, and I don't know if we have any
Uh,
mods in here. Oh, Dukeston's a mod. No, Dukeston's Prime Gaming. That's I thought I got my symbols confused. Dukeston, you should be a mod. Uh, but either way,
I
we're
I don't think we have any mods
yeah. I'm not worried about
today.
it. I'm not worried about it.
Neither am I.
Um, so we'll go ahead. We're gonna jump in. Our first game is actually gonna be a minor league game, and Brew City at Florida. And I'm glad to see that is the game because there was a moment where I wrote the schedule and I wrote the wrong date. So we will hit manage game on this. And I'm just going to go through the settings really quick, which are on the
So we have a
side.
crab against a horse.
Yes, as you would expect in the PvE.
Even
The
though it's blocked in the bottom, so people didn't catch the joke.
man, everything's so.
Well,
Oh no.
while you're scrambling, while you're checking your settings, I'll keep the people amused and let them know that Count Crabula is pitching for the Bears, or sorry, the Bears. An animal kingdom, which is not the entire kingdom, is just a horse. is pitching for the Mingos. Go back down to the bottom. You're gonna want to delay between action plays. 4 seconds is too long.
Yeah, let's go.
Probably like a second.
Yeah, let's do that. Or 1 minute. Let's see. Man, that's
Your
delay before
reflexes are
approach.
amazing, Duke.
Oh,
Do you play ping pong?
I guess
Even though I
none
haven't
because I
played,
had a bad amount.
I haven't played ping pong in years. I used to be good at ping pong.
Very fast. That's good. That's what we want. Delay mode. I feel like this is a new one. Delay mode. Is that a new setting?
That looks correct. Very fast is well, ooh, I don't know about none. You might want to make the the top
So
two, or yeah, the bottom two. You might want to do like half a second.
okay, because I did notice in the last OTP 23
Oh,
settings I
you have
had
it
them
as
at none.
none.
I did,
Oh, all right.
but
Well,
I feel like per character delay mode or per line. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try per line. That sounds faster. Like delay mode per line instead of per character. I don't know. I'm not sure. Everything's gonna be all right. You know, if something's really wrong. We're in spring training, so it'll be okay. I know those are supposed to be no all-star super stats replays.
oh, that you don't have to worry about. We trigger those
Okay.
if we choose to.
Okay, cool.
With the way that we do things, we're never going to be able to trigger them unless we mash the escape button. Although I do vouch first for like World Series, we should be, because those replays are cool.
Yeah,
In
well
my
for the
opinion.
bigger settings, I think yeah, absolutely. For the bigger games, that'd be the way to go. I feel pretty good about all this. This looks good.
Yeah, that looks, yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
And for housekeeping for the people, this is very casual today.
Oh yeah, we're
At
keeping.
least, you know.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna keep it super casual. Let me know if the crowd volume is. Actually, you guys might not even be able to hear the crowd volume.
Ooh, wait a minute. Um, Go back to the settings. Why are those labels look really weird. Um,
Label location, player label color, team background, or you see them? I, yeah, they
uh,
do. They're kind of distracting. I can turn them
I
off, but they go away when the play starts. Uh, BNN needs to be on. Trying to get BNN to move is always my difficult thing. I can never get it to. You can never get BNN the scoreboard to move where I want. I thought that maybe was a setting.
oh, you're trying to go back. You can't do it from there. So view and uncheck automatically set up widgets.
Oh,
And
nice.
now it's moving.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now we can drag over there. We can turn that. I don't know that one. Oh, that one there. I like to have that down there so you can see the pitch location. I think now we're pretty well set up. Yeah, no one's wearing pants in the booth. We're all in board shorts.
Or
We're,
cargo
we're
shorts.
cargo shorts. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's.
Because you can never have enough pockets.
All right. Looks like everything's going. The camera's not doing the wonky thing. That's always the worst when you don't sit upright and the camera's just flying around. Uh, it looks like the Bears are. Have you had? Did you have a lot of high scoring games in the last stream?
Ooh,
Like I
we
don't.
had a two or three, maybe more.
Yeah, this is. We finally get our first out. and the first run of the stream. That did not take long. They're only going to get one run after getting the first three runners on base. Yeah, the the renders on some of these Brew City Bears people, you're going to find, and I believe
Oh, there was one that threw. I'm trying to remember whose it was. There
Count
there there was somebody
yeah, Count
that I was just
Crabula's
like,
is
that
horrible.
is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, though, someone did a. It's like an anime character, and it's like just wrapped onto a face, and that one's pretty horrifying as well. I don't remember which one it was, but I don't think we have any of the game sound coming in,
Yeah, I don't hear it.
so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that as we go. As we go, we just kind of go with the flow.
The Bears. Sorry, I have to. We have to say it. We have to say it in the good
Duh,
way.
Bears. But you're a Bears fan.
Um, in real life,
In real life.
like if we're talking football, definitely not. Minor leagues, I mean, I have to, and you, I don't know if you did this by design, but the last game of the stream are the two minor league teams I've been on,
Oh, really? Oh,
which
well,
would
I
be
knew
the
you were the
Wheelies and
yeah, the
what was that?
steakhouse, the Swift Steeds. I knew you were the
Yeah,
GM of the Steeds, the Swifties. I didn't realize Anchorage was a team that you were on though. So
yeah. Pass was number one overall to the Wheelies,
yeah.
which made that draft graphic look so hilarious. Because it literally made it look like the Wheelies passed on their first round pick.
Oh, that's so good. That one's crushed and out of here. Yeah,
Also,
the
yeah.
name is really good for draft graphics. Pass. That's a perfect. What drove you to want to name it Pass? Like for that reason?
Yes, and I was inspired by Cap Penalty.
Oh, yeah, that's a
And
good
I was
one.
like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." Has anybody? And I remember looking it up, and I sat on that name for because I literally thought of that name my second month in PB,
Oh, you sat on that for a
and I
year and a
had to
half.
sit on it for like over a year, and thankfully nobody thought of it in that time.
No,
So
have
I beat them
one.
to it.
Now I have one, and I got to sit on it. Well, actually, I could retire. No, I'm not going
No.
to though. Yeah, that's
Speaking of names, I guess we're obligated to talk about. I mean, I don't remember what team they're on. I don't know if we'll get to say the name today, but Jock John Francois Jock John Jr.
oh no, nope. That's not something I'm gonna do. For any of
We do
the
have to say the only Cove left though, because we're watching Seattle.
yes, yeah, that's true. That's gonna be cool.
I
Yeah,
believe
the
it's the last Cove standing.
my regular Thursday stream. Anyone who pays attention to Thursday streams, which are usually morning streams, so probably a lot of people are working in America, but everyone knows that I can't read. I'm not a big reader. When it comes to the names on the screen, I'm not going to sound it out. Whatever it is, so that Jacques Jean Francois Jacques Joan Jr. is going to be my nightmare.
Or you can just take the easy route and just say JJFJJ Jr.
That or just make Bazooka Joe do it. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll just say, Joe, this one's all you. Uh, how'd the Prospect League go this year for you?
That's more of a Jacob question. Jacob held down the fort
Did he?
for most of it, while I was getting literally teeth pulled out.
Yeah, that's. Were they all extractions?
Yes.
Okay.
no root canals, even though there might be one in my future still. That is future me's problem.
Yeah, that's a good 2 days
Oh,
off work.
is that a show? Sorry, I'm looking at chat. Letterkenny is a show, isn't it?
Yes,
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I didn't know that was a reference to that.
JG Frankie
I learned
JJ.
something new.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
I've
something
never
I can
seen it.
watch on Apple TV?
Why'd you get like a 1 month Apple TV subscription? You're trying to utilize?
So, when I with my phone came with a 3 month trial.
Okay.
So I have many things on my to watch list before the trial ends because I don't pay for streaming. I don't pay for that. The only thing I pay for is ESPN, even though now they got the upgrade version, so it makes the version that I pay for crummy. But like I still have to watch Chief of War. I know that's one, and then there's the Spike Lee movie with Denzel, which the name of that movie I can't remember. And you know what? Since I have Apple TV, I'm obligated now. I gotta go watch Ted Lasso eventually.
I've I've heard. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me to watch that. They said it's good. I had what was that? What did I get? I got not separated, not fractured. There's a show about people with like their brains turn on and off when they go to work. Their brains turn it on. It's on Apple TV. It's really good. Uh, I watched every
Severance.
Severance. Yeah, Severance. Severance was pretty good. That's like a psychological thriller drama type thing. Uh, that's the only Apple TV thing that I can recommend. That and watching Clayton Kershaw's last game, regular season game at
Oh
Dodger
yeah,
Stadium, only
I was
available on
passed out
Apple
in bed for
TV.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of Dodgers fans were up in arms because they lost the opportunity to, if you didn't have Apple TV, they didn't get to see it.
Someone, someone in chat. I don't remember who it was. Someone in chat on Thursday was Oh gosh, I don't remember if I don't remember if I might be saying remembering this wrong. I think they said that Kershaw would not be a unanimous first, like when he hits Hall of Fame. Like he will not be unanimous.
Yeah, it's insane.
But he
I,
will.
it
He'll
probably
make
won't.
it in
I
on the
mean,
first ballot.
yeah, I mean, if Ichiro Suzuki wasn't unanimous, there's
Oh
always
gosh, I was just
one.
about to say that.
There's always one, right? Like, someone's gonna reference his playoff woes, and for some reason they're gonna decide that's the reason he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, and that's gonna drive me nuts. But what they should do is they should move the Hall of Fame voting to our Hall of Fame voting crowd, as that one is destroyed.
I believe that's Grand Slam once the bases loaded.
Yeah, I believe so. That was a big home run to probably, well, it's spring training. We'll see if the first baseman comes into pitch. So far, I do really appreciate what they did putting bot after the names now.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's so nice, and that's going to be so nice for the index as well when you're looking at players. What's going on, Lumo?
I'm a little disappointed that BNN does not have the new Lemurs logo. Even though it's already tiny enough, people wouldn't be able to see it. Have you seen the new Lemurs logo?
I have, and it's a thing of art. It's artwork.
It is probably the best logo that
Yeah,
that we've ever had in PB. It is absolutely hilarious.
yeah, and some of the best things that come out of those charity things are like the new colors and the stadium. I love the new stadium names. Uh, I believe Kansas City is now like the Bazooka Joe Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good or something like that. The Kansas.
I don't remember that one. We will be going to one of the new named stadiums because we're going to State College. That is one that has a new name.
Who won that? Oh, look at who,
That was rabid.
oh man. Oh, is it that the Taylor Swift is overrated or something like
Uh,
that? It's
Taylor. Okay, wait. Let me see if I remember this. Taylor Swift is mid-era's world tour
oh, that's
or
so
something along
bad.
those lines.
I'll tell you, Rabbit's
Um,
not a big T Swift fan.
maybe, possibly, allegedly. But see, Rob, am I a first ballot Hall of Famer? There's only one correct answer to that,
Yeah,
which would be no. My first player did not make it to the Hall of Fame, and I know why. I know why.
they were out to get you.
No, because I retired early.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'll get you. I got in with Tunch, but I cheated. Uh, I got all the gold gloves. I got like 11 gold gloves. I was super mid in every offensive way, except for one season where I got second in MVP voting. But I'm just curious if we saw. So we didn't see any. We did just come off an off day, so we're not seeing any position players pitching. That's a
We're
good
gonna try
thing.
to keep our eyes on that because apparently that happened on Thursday, and I didn't notice. Although to be fair, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in the major leagues because usually the minor leagues there's a bunch of bench players. So
Yeah,
I like when we had the catcher or sorry the pitcher catching, it was a major league game.
yeah. It looks like the Ranas won. That's what really matters here. But we will. We're not going to go through every box score. This is spring training, so my mentality is more. There's a lot of games to get through. Let's keep watching games, and then we can always go back when we do the upload. You'll be able to see all your box scores at your own leisure. But if there's something that looks interesting, maybe if we get intrigued by something, I'd be
Maybe
more
like a
than happy.
walk off.
Yeah, I'd be happy to I'd be happy to snoop in on that, see who did what. It looks like the Toros, even as an example, top of the 12th, they scored a run. Um,
That chart.
that chart, that looks like my heart when my wife comes home and I didn't do my chores. So that is what it looks like. That is what that looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go to the 6th. The best
It's like
way.
we got quick sim day.
Yep, this is going to be a quick Sunday, so we're going to autoplay all games today. We'll do a scroll through the scores, of course. We're not speed running this. That well, not too much here, but we do have some games to watch, and I think that's the most fun part of spring training. And then tomorrow we're watching Lunar Base at Seattle. If I did this correctly. And I did. What a rare occasion.
And good thing you chose a home game because I didn't bring my space suit. I wasn't aware that we were going to go to space.
Yeah, I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring even a spare oxygen tank or anything. But I get the fatigue already setting in on these players. So I'm going to be curious when we get to, because there's not an off day. There's not a singular off day between now and the 16th, which is the last spring training game. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're already seeing some fatigue setting in, and this is only 2 games in. Uh, that'll be something to keep an eye on for sure, because we get to keep watching fake baseball. That's what we're here for. Oh, it
I
is.
brought whatever the MTV guy is wearing. Remember when MTV was actually about music?
I do. Um, and then it turned into what? Robin Big. What are some of those? That was a classic. But what's like the throwback MTV shows, like MTV Cribs, like when it's stepped away from
The
music,
the real world.
the real world. Yeah, reality TV killed MTV.
And VH1 while we're at it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Like they don't even do behind the music.
Yeah. MTV's not a music TV channel at all. It's more of a cultural thing now. Like the name has its own. When you say MTV, you can imagine the logo, but you don't think of music.
So I have a trivia question.
Oh, I'm screwed. I'm so bad at
Do do
trivia.
do, do you know? And this is not just you. Anybody in chat as well. Do you know what the first music video was on
Oh,
MTV?
I actually, I actually do know that one. That is one of the few trivia answers I know. That is, video killed the radio star.
Now, do you know who sing? Do you know what band it is? Because I'll
Oh,
be the something. Somebody's gonna beat me to it. It's like
uh,
the Buggles or something like that. Biggles,
the Biggles.
not the
The
Wiggles.
Wiggles. Could you
Not the
imagine?
Wiggles. This ain't Disney Channel. Or is it the Wiggles? Now I'm questioning myself. I know
No,
it's something that
it's got to
rhymes
be the Biggles.
along those lines.
Uh, when were
Now
the
I'm googling
Wiggles
it.
popular? I don't even remember the. I don't think I ever saw the Wiggles ever.
Oh, I was right the first time. The Buggles.
The Buggles. And I really wish I could get this. Oh wait.
Snuggle. Are we doing laundry now?
Oh, I just figured out the OTP sound. Let me know if it's. Let me know if the game noise is too loud. I think it fills a nice void of silence in the background, though. Uh, yeah,
I think I hear it.
I can. Uh, I don't know what level things get obnoxious at. Uh, I usually find out because chat lets me know very quickly that it is obnoxious. Such as my opening video that I play. Okay, you can't hear it at all. That's all the way up. I actually can't turn it up higher than this.
Does
Wow.
MTV do any music videos at all? Like even in the middle of the night, like overnight, just to fill in
No, they
time?
used to. That used to be when you could still see them.
Because
Perfect.
now I
Thank you,
want to know
Dukes.
what the last music video
The
was on
last.
MTV. I do not know the answer to that question, by the way. But
I don't know. It's Silvera. I can't read. Just disclosure. Was sitting on his couch when he watched that first MTV video. That's insane.
BTS, we don't have cotton candy, but we do have Big Red Rock Eater. You know, because he eats Big Red Rocks. I'm sure he can share some Big Red Rocks with you.
Unless those are the rocks unless he's smoking the big red rocks, which, uh,
This is a family stream.
well, like candy. You know what? Yeah, I can't walk my way out of that one. They're candy. They're candy.
This is a Wendy's.
Clearly, the Thursday streams haven't been popular because family streams
Really?
at Thursdays.
It's been so. Wait, is that what Google says, Dukes? And has it really been 7 years since MTV has done a music video?
That'd be insane. They'd have to at least throw one on, like, at some point, right? I mean, they do the
Is
MTV
it bad
Music
that
Awards, but they don't play the whole music video.
so while we don't know how to read, I'm the type of person I pay attention. You know, they make commercials for people like me because I pay attention to the commercials.
Okay.
Now I don't listen to the commercials. Like I don't, buy whatever it is they're gawking.
No.
But that reminds me of I think they're showing a football season. I don't know if you've seen it, the one with Megan Trainor and Patrick Mahomes.
I might have,
And
but commercials are like my bathroom break period. I actually like commercials I don't watch them because I get to get up and go do things during the commercials and be productive, like move the laundry over to the dryer or whatever. Uh,
so they did a basically the whole point of the commercial because her last name is Trainer, even though it's with an O. They played off on that. So she was basically like the athletic trainer,
Oh no.
and they even gave her a mic and looking at Patrick Mahomes like, "What's your name?" with the mic and everything's like Patrick. This is Patrick, everybody, and then just went off singing all about that bass. You know, like I said, they make the commercials for people like me who just have nothing better to do than stare at them.
Yeah. Well, like usually during like the Super Bowl commercials, I usually watch some of. A lot of those are kind of just bad. Sometimes I watch it. I was watching a commercial the other day. It's the Geico one, where they're like, "Oh, look, the Geico guy's in town," and then they look down the counter, and it's like the Geico guy with a mustache,
Oh,
but they don't
there was another one I
recognize
was
him.
thinking of. That's a Geico commercial, and it was the gecko walking down the street, and there's like this ram's like, "Oh my gosh, it's the guy!" And doing like the doing like a selfie, and she's like, "I never do this," and then takes a selfie, and then all of a sudden looks up like, "Oh my gosh, it's Doug the pug," and then it's just a pug sitting on a bench.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I look at a commercial and I go, I can't believe someone got paid to like come up with this idea. It's so boring and bad. Like, I don't know. I feel like the amount of money that goes into the advertisements, like every commercial would be a complete banger.
I mean, it's either we watch the corny, punny commercials, or we have to sit back and watch all of the prescription commercials, which are absolutely awful.
Yeah, those are terrible. They're all the same, blurred background, happy like older couple walking on the beach. Some generic prescription, well, not generic drug, some prescription name brand drug floats across the street. Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah.
which commercials I never understand. There's actually a set of commercials that I never, and I had to Google it. It's like, why even do this? Like those fragrance commercials
I'm just
where
laughing
it's
as
just
Jim Hawkins got thrown out. He got
yeah,
picked off. Typical.
like the fragrance commercials, and I had to look at it. I was like, what? And since you can't like smell through a TV, they have to like that's why the fragrance commercials are the way they are, just to get people visually interested, even though it's
A
just a
scent
bunch
that,
of
yeah, they really have to contort their faces to make it look like they're smelling something good.
oh, not even that. Like it's like there was one where it was a dude running through a train,
Okay.
and they did, and you wouldn't know it's a fragrance commercial till the very end where they bottle, like like Chanel, buy it at Macy's, and then all of a sudden it just ends, and it's like, what the heck did I just watch?
Yeah, I was thinking more like the Downy Fresh, where their like face is like they'll like plant their face into a sheet. They use both hands up to their nose as they smell it, and then they pull the sheet away and they're smiling.
Oh my! Well, they have a liquid now for that. They have a
Oh
liquid
yeah.
now,
Oh yeah.
or allegedly, because I'm the only person in the world that pays attention to commercials.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I do use the. They did get me on the smelly beads though. Those little. I call them smelly beads. I don't know what they're actually called. The ones you put in the bottom of the washer. Uh, I tell you, I really had to go into. Me and my wife were. She'll do the laundry and she puts the smelly beads on top, and then she'll put the detergent on top, and it upsets me because it very clearly states on the instructions of the smelly beads bottle they go on the bottom. So if you're putting them on top, just knock that off. Just
Oh well, I do it wrong then also because I
oh,
layer it.
oh, okay.
I do bottom, throw in a few things. Oh, we get to say. Oh, I'll say it because they're pitching. Retsnome Collier Cove. I'm the only one that's bold enough to try to say it.
Red Snoop Kaliag Cove. Yeah, I just call it the Lake Monster Cove. Uh, it's, I know what's actually there, so I can't, But I like the Red Snow Kaliag. That'll come in handy. Yeah, they don't give us the pronunciation guides in the booth.
I mean, but we don't know how to read to begin with.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't help anything. But they could do it like those little like picture puzzles where they'll show like an apple minus the LE, and then if they gave me a
Wouldn't that be
picture
like an
guide,
anagram? Is that what it is?
something like that. What are they called? Um, what is it called? I don't even know. I'm not gonna find it right off the bat. Using pictures to describe a word is generally called a rubus, a rebus. It's a rebus, rebus. That's what they call them. So
I
I've
was gonna
never
say
heard that.
something, but I remembered we're on the PBE channel, so I'm not gonna say it.
Well, we can always. So I don't mind. Oh,
I'm here so I don't get fined.
yeah. Well, uh, I uh,
Oh no, I
I
can say
have
this though.
lost. Okay.
I can say this though. I almost thought you said Revis, like Revis Island. There you go, football reference.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have made the word so difficult to pronounce when it's about a word. When it's about pictures pronouncing words.
You can't prove what I was thinking, Dukeston. Nice try.
I don't even know what he was thinking. But I'll tell you, I did lose. I did lose like $5 million one time streaming Prospect League with Enoch because I didn't interpret the call up archetype change rule correctly, and I thought it was free, but I technically still had to pay for it. I did some other changes in there. And as I was describing to him on the Prospect League stream what I did, he corrected me on the rule, and then I realized that I actually owed the bank money. So that's how I lost
Oh,
money doing the
you
Prospect League stream.
stole.
I
You
did.
are you're a thief.
I
Punish vandals.
punished. Yeah. Well, the Vandals didn't get punished as they won 14-4, and they must be. Are they running out their regular season lineup here in the spring? Is that what they're doing?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, they are. So they're cheating to get ahead in spring training. I just find that
We can punish sea monsters because there's no sea monsters.
well, there are lake
They,
monsters,
they,
but
they
no
are
sea
they are sea
monsters.
serpents. There's a difference.
I actually just realized we have the backwards lake monster on the sea serpents. So now we cover both
Yes,
the fresh and the saltwater. So we're everywhere now. This is great.
I thought ahead.
Yeah, you did. You're really doing a bang up job up there. I don't catch these things until like 2 seasons later.
We have a walk off. Apex and Rougarou.
Oh yes. Let's actually go to the game log. Let's go down and see who hit that walk off in spring training. Uh, DH Brent Goldberg. That's a young gun there. It's he was up here last couple seasons. It's only 23. So Brent Goldberg, the DH, with a walk-off double to score Chauncey Ingram, who started the base. That's right, they start the inning at second base. I forget about that. Is that a rule? Do we do that here in the PB?
I was looking at chat.
I don't. I
What?
don't. I don't remember. Well, because they in extra innings they're starting off
Oh,
with a runner
oh,
on second
yeah. So
base. I don't.
spring training
Okay.
only. We
Okay.
have the Manfred runner,
Got it. Got it.
and
I actually
it'll
wouldn't.
only be in spring training.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually wouldn't hate that. It'd make things kind of interesting, but I don't know if that's too chaotic. That
Oh
would be, and
gosh,
it
should
would
we
be
go
kind
down
of,
that path?
yeah. Well, so my thought is, it would prevent large amounts of relief pitchers being used. in long games. Maybe it would save
See,
some of these
but
people. Yeah,
runners on base should get on base
they should.
like legitimately.
Okay, and that's your stance, and you're sticking to it.
I would rather have what they did for the All-Star game and have a swing off.
Oh, that would be cool too. Except you have to put except the you can't hit home runs, and there's different zones in the outfield. You have to put the ball in, so you have to aim where you
Oh
hit
my!
it.
See, that would take forever because when people were shifting, people couldn't hit against the shift. It's like learn how to hit against the shift.
Yeah.
Rougarou and Scorpions looks like they
Wow.
came
That's
back down 6-0.
all in the last 3 innings. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. A lot of scrolling. A lot of scrolling. Murphy Le RBI actually,
Oh,
who
the new
is
the new co-GM.
yes the new KDR. When they just worked out a trade to get Murphy Le RBI over there. So that's a big pickup for New Orleans, and looking like it's paying some dividends here, uh, at least in spring training so far. So he gets a single in the bottom of the eighth, so he would account for one of those runs as well. He would count for the run in the eighth, and then he would hit the walk off in the bottom of the ninth. So Murphy Lay RBI doing good work over there. Excited to see him in New Orleans and what he can do as a GM as well, KDR. So that's exciting. We did also just see a Providence Crabs just got another co-GM. Uh,
Um, you had a walk-off single? Was it a single?
yeah.
KDR
Well,
missed it. He was
okay.
like,
Well,
"What are we talking about?"
we're talking about you, and we're saying we're excited to see you in New Orleans, and we're also saying your player uh, hit a walk-off RBI single to win in the bottom of the ninth. Also singled in the bottom of the eighth to start the inning and got home on that two-run homer. You guys were down 6-0. 7 consecutive runs through the seventh, eighth, and ninth inning combined. Large part thanks to you. Yeah, you guys are the well. I wouldn't say you're the spring training champions. You're 4-13, but I'll say some teams are walking out their opening day rosters nearly. So I don't know. Take it for what it is.
Did Animal Kingdom pitch? Did they pitch twice in a row? Him and
Uh,
Crabula?
so we actually are quite a bit away. We're like 5 days away from where we started
Oh
already.
yeah, that's right. We're on the quick sim day. Don't mind me.
Yeah, we're just flying
We do have
through
a walk
this.
off though. Another one. Lemurs and Dillos.
Lemurs and Dillos. It's going to be an Arson Judge, or is it the Aaron
Walk
Judge?
off. Is it a balk off? No,
Aaron
it's
Judge single. Here's a name for you. Pronounce that one. That one's killed me all
yes,
season.
I googled it. I googled it. Thibaut Lefevre.
Okay.
So our Canadian friends can't give me grief for mispronouncing it.
Thibault Lefevre. Yeah, that one I've been pronouncing Thibault Lefevre for like a whole season here. But yeah, that looks pretty
Although I think
good.
that's technically French, isn't it? Canadian French, French Canadian. It's one of those.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Is
My
BTS still here?
BTS come back. He was sick because I wasn't clicking through the game fast enough. He yelled at me in chat and left. Uh, I got another quick sim here. Then we got Vancouver at Buffalo next. So this is a quick sim here. Yes, Buffalo's going to be coming in that game off a loss, and
Another walk
Vancouver,
off.
yes, the Aviators. So
Is it a
KDR's
balk
old
off?
team, we can wish no. A lot of single walk-offs, but that's probably because of the no, that's in the ninth. So I was gonna say the Manfred rule, but no. Look at
Oh
this.
man, you know what? You know what would be hilarious? Instead of a balk off, a walk off catcher's interference.
I think we've seen one of those. I feel
I
like
know
the
we've had catches interference. I don't know if it was a walk off though.
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. We had some strange things happen last season. Actually, Hummus during the playoffs. Hummus and I were doing a game, and Dame was there as well. And I don't remember what happened, but something really,
Yeah, that wasn't a walk off. I remember that because Hummus was the only one that saw it on the top.
yeah,
Like, because it doesn't make it obvious of it. You have to like see the text on the top
yes, you
to
got to be
ever
reading.
know if that's what happened. Either that or see that the catcher has an error in the box score.
Yeah, whoa, look at this. Let's see who pitched in this one.
Oh
Yikes!
yes, no, I have a question for you. Speaking of things, speaking of names and pronouncing things, go back, because you are the Hepcats GM.
I
That last
was.
spot, what is that?
That's
I
Bajiki Casimil. That's Boz Jiggy. It was the combined names of all the players that I drafted the season that I made this bot.
oh my god,
So I combined them all to Bajiki Casimil. So
oh
that's
my
like,
gosh.
yeah, yeah. So that's that. Yeah, but now it's Foxy G is actually GM there with Rory.
Oh,
Yeah, so I stepped down
I was I
this
was I was
off.
not aware of this actually.
Yeah, so I stepped down this off season. Well, just with things going on in HO and all the commitments that has, um, which is basically just ignoring GM's requests. No, I'm kidding. Uh,
I, I I I feel like I should have known this earlier, considering that both you and Foxy are on.
well,
I drafted both of you.
yeah, and well, Foxy's great. I mean, Rory stepped up. He's been doing really good since he's been with me. So I had a lot of confidence already, and then Foxy G's come right in, and Foxy G's making builds and setting lineups and testing, and so it's cool to see someone that hasn't been around for a ton of time come in with their first player and already stepping into minor league GM spots, and it's always good to see that because Lord, we're hurting. We do sometimes be hurting here for GMs.
I know who gave the okay for us to stream today. I have the answer to that question. It was Jazzuka Bo.
Jesuke, oh no. Did you ever hear about the time Bazooka Joe showed up on stream but he threw out his back putting socks on and he shows up to stream on muscle relaxers? He streamed the whole stream was
Oh
him just
no.
like half sleeping.
Oh, oh
He
no. I've never thankfully I've never had to take a muscle relaxer.
uh, it
But
sounded
I can imagine.
it sounded painful. I felt bad, but yeah, he said he bent over to put a sock on and he threw out his back that morning. And then he got on
Sounds
stream.
like you spend too much time in the office.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, Joe, leave the old man alone. Yeah, that's
Now somebody's gonna have that as a player name, Jazzuka Bo.
Jazuka Bo. I'm gonna socks are
You're
dangerous. Yeah.
welcome.
Jazuka Bo. That's actually good, and that'd
Yeah,
be a great Hepcat name.
speaking
Jazuka. Yeah.
speaking of socks, we were talking about laundry earlier. Where the heck does the other sock go?
So I think it goes.
Like a hidden compartment in the
So I think it
washer?
gets. I think it gets sucked up through the dryer. I don't know how, but it gets sucked in the dryer and it goes through the lint trap magically, and it shoots to wherever that goes. The lint exhaust, the lint trap exhaust. I don't know. I feel this has been an upsetting thing. So as we do the laundry, I set the socks on the dresser, and when I get done folding it, if I'm missing a sock, it goes back in the laundry basket with the dream that that next sock will magically reappear in that next load of laundry. Uh, and then
You know what that
eventually,
reminds
yeah, what is that?
you know what that reminds me of? Um I'm sure a lot of people here have heard of the show Shark Tank.
Oh yeah,
Have
I
you
love Shark Tank.
you've
Oh,
heard
I
of
love
Shark Tank,
I
right?
love Shark Tank.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I think it was the very first season. Either the first season or the second season. One of the businesses on the show I don't remember the name of it, but basically the business was instead of selling socks in pairs, they sold them in threes.
Oh, that's
For
terrible.
for the time that you lose a sock, it's like here you have a third one. Now you're good. Obviously, you didn't get any investment, but
No,
that
it's funny.
actually that legitimately was offered up.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't hate that. Like, if you got, let's say you get like a pack of like 4 pairs of socks or whatever, if they just gave you a spare sock in that pack.
You know what? Dukeston has the answer. Dukeston has the answer. I guess there's a hidden sock tax. We just didn't read the fine print good enough.
This sounds like a big socks conspiracy. Uh, I,
But where do
I,
these socks go,
what are they using them?
Dukeston?
Well, what are they using these socks
Like,
for? Maybe they make
do we
puppets.
use them as rags? Like we do an old T-shirt, you cut them up and use them as rags.
That's the when you go to buy rags at a federal government store, like on a military base, they're just cut up T-shirts.
See, what if I saw it on Green It? Would that be would that make it not true?
Hidden socks tax.
It's okay. No, nobody. Everybody throw your tomatoes at me all at once. It's okay.
It's
I should have stopped at Jizuka Bow.
well, I'm gonna be honest. I missed it because I have a terrible Mex's OTP noise. The noise in this game is like it goes from like quiet to obnoxious.
You know you could lower it.
I know, but I kind of like it keeps me awake. No, I actually I don't like dead silence, especially when I'm with Bazooka Joe on stream. The silence kills me. It's the guy almost has nothing to say ever. Uh, but I'm looking at these teams and there's a lot of fatigue starting to set in.
Well, I know we have both the catchers are around.
Both of them are in for now. I'm curious. The next stream game might be where we see some craziness happens.
Well, we have 2 quick sim days. And then we'll have Cancun and DVS. That would be the only other
That one's
game I can
outta
think
here.
of where it would happen.
Grand Slam for EVC and NYC. Vancouver's offense is going to be disgusting this year. I haven't got around to mapping out the exact TPE amount, but I think this
Well,
is it.
Vancouver beat regression. I don't know if they fixed that in Compendium yet.
I haven't seen that.
You know what? I guess I could. You know, I'm over here sitting here just twiddling my thumbs and talking. I guess I could.
No,
Compendium.
you're working already. Listen, it's in the contract. You can't work while you're working.
Well, I mean, you know, it's better than last time I was a co-host and watching tennis.
Yeah, but it's good stuff.
While
Well,
co-hosting.
they're in they're in China right now. All the tennis.
EVC, yeah, EVC is on vacation in China.
Is he really?
And yeah, they fixed it in Compendium.
Is
Now
he?
Compendium looks normal.
Is he really in China on vacation?
Yes.
Coincidence, yeah, because that's where the big ATP tournament going on right now is in China.
I don't know if EVC is a tennis fan.
Yeah, if he was, he'd be set up perfectly. Yeah.
Depending on what part, I guess, because China is a big place.
Yes, it is. Though
Congratulations, Foxy.
you got
I
through
did
the
not know
day.
till 10 minutes ago.
Foxy, he just found out you're the new Hepcats GM. So I was actually fired. The locker room was constantly posting "Fire TDen." and their dreams came true. I believe actually it was BTS who led that charge. I'm like fairly certain. And then pretty soon Dylan had an emoji made. Rory uploaded it, and then it just kind of they wished it into existence. But it paved the way for someone better, Foxy G himself. Foxy G, maybe even a future majors GM. Foxy G. I really don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I walked in one day and my key just didn't work in the door, and then I guess that was that.
I was gonna say you're an HO, but minor league has their own HO.
They do. They do. As a matter of fact, I was kicked out of the minor league server by the tyrant Lord Parquad. Slammed his iron fist on the table and kicked me out of that server. Not really. He wrote a message and then he said, "Why are you still here?" And then I kind of figured that was the. He was
Oh,
joking about it, but
don't worry, I got kicked out pretty quickly too,
yeah.
out of minor league management. Even though I was hosting minor league drafts.
Oh,
Like, somebody gonna let me back in so I can,
it was for a show. You know, it's like so that you knew that you really shouldn't be there, but you need to be there. But you know, yeah.
But yet there's one. I'm not gonna name names, but yet there was one individual who was in there the whole time, way past them being GM.
Oh yeah, we already know. I already know who. I already know that guy's everywhere though. That's actually what the E stands for in PvE. I mean, that's like that's like having the wiki on board. It's kind of what it is. It's like having a pingable wiki.
Well, we're supposed to be doing PvE 24/7.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that.
Like, are we gonna get paid like the people on ESPN?
Absolutely not.
Darn. I tried.
Trying to calm that noise down there. Is that one? The Vandals are. I think the Vandals are on pace to be the spring training champions. They win again. ABC with that grand slam is the player of the game. It's nice to see a Bambi No get a nice little performance of the day. And Ed Monington, the bot for Kansas City, going 7 strong.
So who's Ed? Is there a hidden meaning behind that name?
Yeah, Edmonton is the Edmonton Oilers is Rory's favorite team. So that's Ed Monington.
That's a bit of a stretch, but okay.
Well, I thought it was spot on. When I made it, I thought it made sense. Hearing it's a stretch kind of hurts. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's coming from a former
Monington.
GM of one of the teams with the best bot names. Like 22 and newer Shake It Off.
Well, Shake It Off solid.
Who actually got the save?
You got the save. Bazooka Joe really likes that name. And we did have to confirm it was Shake and not Shaq.
Oh yeah, no. When I first saw that, I was like, it's supposed to be Shake It Off.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, there was a few moments. I'm like, I don't know if they can have this bot name, but speaking, there's a Neeks player, Bazooka Slow, Avery Akers, Edmius Blair, Adam Confused, Matthew T. Braun. I got most of these players' names down pat. Pretty much remember. Do you memorize?
You're the professional here.
Well, no, I just that and a lot of time in spreadsheets help, but the prospect league. Do you memorize the players generally, or no? Not really. Just the interesting.
I try to.
Yeah,
Considering I do every stream of Prospect League, by the third stream, it's
pretty
Now there are
well.
some names, like if they're very simple, like Joe Smith or something like that. Like sometimes I get the first name wrong. Like there was Keith Hamilton. I kept saying Kevin. Don't ask me why. I don't even know why.
I mean, if I saw K dot something, I'd probably I, I don't know what I would do, but yeah, we do that sometimes. We'll just like
Apex with another walk off.
Lawn Gnomes player of the game. Is it a Lawn Gnomes walk off? Lawn Gnomes
No, Law
DVS is
Gnomes is on.
DVS.
Yeah,
Let's go game log. Let's see who did this walk off. It's always fun
is
to
it walk
check.
off?
No,
No, another single.
another single walk off. That's all we get. That's all we're gonna get. Single walk off. The better Callahan too. Scored.
Stars walked us off.
Yeah, we don't need to look at that, but we will just because I'm a masochist like that. Let's see. Who is pitching? Okay. Jay Kirkpatrick. Okay, let's say if it's my wife, I'd have to sit down and have a real hard conversation with her.
Oh no. No comment. Insert the Homer hiding in the bushes gif.
Oh no, not that difficult of a conversation. All right, just like I got to get her to put some TP in stamina. Quit messing around. And it looks like that was the lone walk off today. Another quick sim on the 13th. Looking for walk offs. There we go. Mingo's walk off the Firehawks. We're looking for the balk off. I thought
no,
so.
it's not. It was 6-3.
Oh, sorry. I cheated. There we go. There's a walk off.
Crabs. There's actually
There's
a couple.
two.
Crabs also. 3. There's actually 3.
Okay, we get 3 in a row. We get to actually check it out. Double. Okay. So that's new. Press Duckley Jr. scores on a Les Godin double to walk off the Surge. The Crabs beat the Vandals. So the Crabs spring training lineup taking down the Vandals, and that's a single by Beryl Summers. Wade Silliams Jr. scores, the relief pitcher. So the relief pitcher comes in. They must have been this. Yeah, they started at second, so they put the relief pitcher at second for the Manfred rule.
Go to the box score. I wonder if the relief pitcher was actually playing as catcher. Or DH. Okay, that's different.
Oh,
Silliams was a DH.
Wade Silliams was a DH.
And got a base hit.
Batting 273.
And hit a home run at some point. My goodness. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, because it's
What
spring
Raiders?
training.
Because I know TDen can't see the chat, and I can. Kind of.
So
Lap,
what
hope you all had a good stream. We have a very super casual PBE stream today. We're finishing up spring training. In fact, we have, what day are we on? We're on the 13th. We got 3 days left of spring training. We're going to be watching 2 more games. And, might I add, if y'all create a player now, you still have a chance to make it onto an opening day roster. Since opening day is on Tuesday.
That is true. You can create your player now and find yourself in the minor leagues tomorrow or the next day before opening day, which is Tuesday. Tuesday is opening day. And that will be I believe, a red zone stream. Red zone style stream.
Strike zone.
Strike zone. Sorry. Strike zone.
Don't worry. I called it red zone on Thursday too.
Yeah, I guess I gotta get used to that. That's it.
What was the walk off? Sorry, I was.
It was a double.
Things in chat.
It was a double. Yeah,
we're gonna have a walk off eventually, or a little league home run walk off.
Especially if the catchers are going to be pitching. Especially if they're pitching. So we're going to the 14th. And we have Cancun and DVS. Let's see. This is 10 games in a row without an off day as we roll through spring training, and these 17-man rosters are being pushed to their limits as Cancun and DVS Got Xavier Pruitt and Ryan Lee. Do we have anyone strange playing catcher? Nope. Uh, we do not. We don't have anyone strange at DH either. So this one looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward.
Benico on
Benico.
Cancun.
Oh, yep. There we go. We got a starting pitcher playing catcher. And they've got
Yeah,
one
so
RBI. It must be a walked in. Must be a walk. They don't have any
for
hits.
context for the Raiders, since we play such Tita kind of already alluded to it, we usually have 17, 18 people on the roster, and we only have one off day for spring training. So since spring training doesn't really matter all that much, we run into that. We might have to pay. We'll have to pay attention to who's pitching for Cancun. We might, will the catcher pitch? Because that was the other thing that people were noticing on Thursday. Now, regular season, we have a lot of off days built into the schedule, so we will never have that problem in the regular season. Only spring training, because we're talking about training, not the game, training.
That's right.
I had to slip that reference in there at some point
Yes.
today.
Well, you're a Philadelphia fan, right? So
Well, only the Phillies. I'm
okay,
technically a Lakers fan.
okay. Well,
But
that's
still, like that whole soundbite, like that is like
yeah, that's classic.
it like if we were to tier it, that would be like S to A tier.
Oh, that's
We don't
yeah.
even really get those. We don't even really get those moments anymore. Now that I think about it, like I'll bring it. I'm not an Oklahoma State fan, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway because they lost to Tulsa yesterday, which I think is hilarious. But like, I'm a man. I'm 40. Which ended up like they did like a big in-depth story about that, and apparently that was very scripted. I don't know if scripted would be the right word, but like the player that he was defending did not like it at all.
Wow.
Like they did this whole like I think it was like the 10-year anniversary. There's also like another one that like Hermit or there's the one that we always. In fact, it's literally the PFP of the playoff server. Playoffs?
Playoff. Talking about
Playoffs?
playoffs? Yeah, that's a
I
classic
just
one.
want to win a game.
Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Yeah. Yeah. You don't really get that. I feel like I can't remember the last time we've got like a really good,
Oh,
not
Bummus.
PR friendly.
Bummus is in center field and Rusey's in right field. And Keith's in left. The
Okay.
entire Scorpions outfield right now is all pitchers. I just noticed that. I just saw Bummus'
And,
name
and
on
they're
the bottom. I was like, wait a minute.
oh, we're gonna see how many errors they get. Look at this. Bummus is tracking balls down there like a pro. Or hopefully they just don't hit any out there. That's probably the plan,
Well,
right?
see, for pitchers in the field though, because pitchers have, I don't remember what they start, what the default is, but like pitchers have some fielding ratings to them. Not much. Now hitting's a whole nother story.
Well, Dude Man's player, Wade Williams Jr., has that home run under his belt here in spring training. And if you're not familiar with PBE baseball, pitchers get 0 hitting stats. Like I'm pretty sure they're all ones.
Yep. So, well, they're technically, I think they're 0 on the back end, but
Yes.
OTP doesn't have a 0, so they just show up as ones.
It's
Ooh, Rob, who said that one? That's my teammate. That's my quarterback. I was gonna bring up Herm Edwards. You play to win the game.
yeah, that's classic.
Hello. You play to win the game. Oh, I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one from T.O. I don't remember T.O. I mean, T.O. was like polarizing kind of guy.
It
I don't
was
remember that one.
entertaining.
Another one I remember was Dennis Green. They were who we thought they were,
Yeah, yep.
and we let
That's
them off the hook.
I'm I'm blanking on all these famous sports. I mean, when you say them, I'm like, okay, yes, but like none are coming to mind. Anything recent? I got nothing in like the last couple years. Yeah,
I
I
will
can't.
say that now there was one quote. Speaking of Oklahoma State, I laughed at this. Oh, yep, that was the first one I mentioned. I'm a man. I'm 40. No, so oh gosh, what's his name? Bundy. I think that's his last name. Bundy. Mike Bundy. Yep, Mike
Okay,
Bundy.
I was
Um,
like Ted. No,
when they played Oregon a couple weeks ago, he was like talking about their NIL money thing, and they promptly got shellacked. I think it was like 69-3 or something like that. It was Gundy. Thank you. Sorry, not
Gundy.
Bundy. Gundy. Yep, you're right. You right. You right.
We can't do diddly poo.
Um, and then there is one I do want to watch. This happened like last week. Brian Kelly, LSU. It's like he went on a whole. I forgot what the question even was, but he was like, "You really want to talk about that? We won the game, and you want to talk about that?"
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I do remember that Jim Moore quote. We can't do diddly poo. If you really want to go, Rob, I'm surprised, Rob, you haven't mentioned this one yet. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember which coach of the Bucks said this, but we will make the playoffs if we have like 17 plane crashes.
oh
This is
God.
like the early days of the Bucks when they were like the worst team. I wish I remembered who said it though.
That's terrible. That's such a bad quote. I mean,
Or I think it was something like we're 8 plane crashes away from making the playoffs, or something along those lines. I mean, it's still a terrible quote,
the point
but
stands,
like I
but
remember that
yeah.
one.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't remember that one. We didn't block very well, but we made up for it by not tackling. Oh gosh. I make all these jokes now, but we're playing the Jets. Jets. Jets, Jets, Jets.
Just end the season. The Jets just end the season. It's that, and then the Mets are supposed to be must end the season or something like that. It's that
Or we could say the Lull Mets.
the lull Mets. Oh yeah,
By the way, did we get a walk off on stream? We are in
we
action.
might. We got the. I'm not gonna lie, the music they have in OTV 26, some of it's pretty good. Gets you a little pumped. Gets the juices go. What is that outfielder doing?
Ground rule double.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a weird new graphic. It threw
it's
me
a.
off the first too.
I was like,
I
that
was like,
was
wait, why aren't you running?
that. Yeah, the wall does not exist. It's a figment of your imagination.
Offense? What's this
Oh
offense?
man. This might never end at this point. Just that'll end it. We had a walk-off double.
By an actual position. Actually, both pitchers were on base. Bummus got a base hit
Yeah, Bummus
in that
smoked
sequence.
that ball too. Or no, it was
Well, no. Reeves hit the
he
walk-off,
reached on
but Bummus
air.
got always an error. I saw he
Yes.
had an average. He went 1 for 4, 2 runs scored.
Yeah, well, Bummus providing half of the run support for the Scorpions.
Oh my gosh, you know, it'd be hilarious if a pitcher got a stolen base.
Oh, that would be so good. I don't think we're gonna
And
see
it
that.
does not look like any position players pitched.
No, we got one more streamed game to see if we can get that. As Demons also did a walk off as well. Let's see, did we get the balk off? Did we get it? Nope, that's another single. A lot of singles. Well, that yeah.
We'll
This
take a
was the
catcher's
Manfred rule.
interference. That qualifies.
Oh yeah,
too.
I would take that too, big time. Scorpions walked off. We watched that one. So scroll.
Oh no, I saw one more.
Was there one more? Oh, right here. The
Scroll.
Surge. 5 in the
Oh my
bottom of the
gosh,
10th.
that wasn't the one I saw, but yeah, wow, God.
Look at that graph.
9 runs in the 10th inning.
It was the Raptors' game to lose. But yeah, they sure did. And maybe let's see who was pitching too. Maybe they had the position player pitching. Sting Eucliffe started. Mad Dog Thornberry. Okay.
Pretty sure it's a pitcher. Pitcher.
Yes. So 2-run home run, single, fielder's choice at second, so another runner on first. Then a walk, first and second. Then Avada Kedavra hits that single to load the bases. And then a single from Dog Maple to score, load the bases, fly out from Feminan, and then a single to score. Looks like 2 runs. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot going on in the 10th there. For the Buffalo Surge, as they walk it off in spring training. You said you got one more. So the Demons we looked at, Apex.
Might have been in minor leagues. Or no, maybe not.
Yeah, I think maybe you saw the
I
Apex
thought
game.
I saw 1-0.
Oh yeah, that's
But I might have been looking at the 9th inning and not the final.
yeah, that's it for walk-offs, I think. And so generally during the regular season, we would go through all the box scores, but this is spring training.
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice. Practice. We're talking about practice. We're talking about streaming games and getting practice. And this is the 15th. This is our last quick sim. We're going to see if we can get that walk off today. What do we got? No walk-offs. No walk-offs. The Vandals win the spring training. The Vandals have clinched spring training. They clinched it a while ago, actually, it looks like. But, so congratulations to the Vancouver Vandals. You are the spring training champions. Fly the flag. Hang the banner. You did it. And here's a 1-0 game. The Toros beat the Serpents 1-0. And no walk-offs today. No walk-offs anywhere on April 15th, and that gives us one more day. As Wade Silliams, the masterful batter for the Providence Crabs, pitched extremely well today. And now we're on the last day of spring training, and it's Anchorage and the State College Swift Steeds. 2 teams that Nas is very familiar with. One he GM'd and played for, I'd assume, and one you played for.
I have to be neutral. I'm here to be neutral.
Okay, now when you took over State College, was that the first team, your first player? Is that where they went?
Yes, Anik and Unconfident picked me up on. They didn't draft me. They picked me up on waiver.
Okay. And then you.
I have to remember that. I think I only missed the opening day stream.
Okay.
But from that point on, then I was on the team.
From that point on, you were a Swiftie. The logo for the Swifties is so cool. All the logos are pretty darn good.
John McKay, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you, KDR. That's the one who said the quote about the plane crashes. I got one for you. I don't remember which coach this was. This was college basketball. If I remember correctly, the center was like, I think he shot like 0 for 10 and missed like 3 layups.
Oh.
And the head coach literally said he even pointed up in the air. He was like, even my wife can go better than 0 out of 10, and I bet you my wife could make a layup. Oh, I was like, oh no, like, and actually, I think it was. Oh gosh, it was a team in the Missouri Valley that I do remember. I don't remember which team in the Missouri Valley it was.
Yeah, I couldn't name one
Like, I
team.
don't know.
Missouri State, is that a team? Missouri Valley. If I had to guess, Missouri State.
Um, no, they moved to CUSA, I believe, because Missouri State is now FBS for football.
Oh wow.
So they had to get out of the Missouri Valley because of that. Because Missouri Valley is FCS for football. So now I have to ask KDR how badly are we gonna beat the Jets tomorrow? What's the spread?
Oh, that is the most important part of the football game. Like, what are you gonna have to eat? What's the spread? You got the wings. You got the buffalo chicken dip. Oh,
Oh
that's
sure,
not
we
what
can
you
go with
meant.
that spread. That's yeah.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I know the. Let's see, the Packers have the Browns in Cleveland. So that's
I'll
what.
tell you what game I might watch. I might. I'm very tempted. Um, Bengals and I think it was Bengals Commanders
Yeah,
or
Joe.
no.
It's Joe
There's
Burrow getting
one
hurt.
where
It's really sad.
yeah, like there was one where both the backups are starting. I think it was Bengals and I know it's Bengals. I think they're playing the Commanders. I don't remember what the other team was. Minnesota. Thank you.
Oh
That's right.
yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to
Skull.
do that.
Skull. Skull. Yeah.
By the way, shout out to our good friend Moosey. I don't know if you saw, like Minnesota has their own Discord, like the state of Minnesota, like
Okay.
people who, and they're I can't even say it's just straight face. So like what do you call it? Like the like how PBE has one now, like the not tribes, but like
Oh, the tags.
yeah,
The server
there's
tags.
the tag. And in fact, I'm staring at it right now because I have the other side of Discord on my other monitor. It's literally OPE.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, excuse me. Bet you, dear, but oh yeah. So, like a cult movie. Growing up in Wisconsin, we have the Uper, which is that part of Michigan that should be Wisconsin's, but we call it the Uper. So you go up there. Oh, I'm going up to the Uper, and
Oh my god.
there's a movie called Escanaba by the Moonlight, and it's about this person that goes hunting, and it's just silly as heck. But the whole movie's in that. Yeah, Uper, their accent there. Oh yeah, we're going hunting. You know, it's a whole. It's all just really corny. I guess that area jokes. You know.
So I have to ask because I asked Benny,
Okay.
another Wisconsinite. Is it
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsinite?
It is
Is that the
Wisconsinites.
term?
Yeah, I live in Arizona now, but I did grow up
But you
18
grew
years.
up in
Yeah,
Wisconsin,
yeah. My
so
family's all still there.
this will still count. So I bring it up because there was a story about who I think is one of the best announcers out there, Kevin Harlan. He does the preseason for the Packers,
Right.
and they had this super freakishly long delay in a preseason game. Instead of canceling the game, they're like, yeah, we'll just run the delay. So they had to figure out, filler material. And one part of the filler material was about bratwursts.
Oh God. Yeah, I love a good brat.
So I asked Benny this question, so I get to ask you the same question. What do you eat? What do you put on your bratwurst? Or do you eat bratwurst?
Well, absolutely. The typical way would be like get one of those tinfoil trays. You put your brats in there, chop up an onion, you pour whatever beer you got in your fridge, and then you boil the brats at 350 until, well, they're good and cooked, and you go and char them up on the grill. That's the classic Wisconsin beer brat, and you're probably going to bring them ready to grill to the tailgate. And so that's what you got, and then I need to have some sort of I like having like an onion or sauerkraut on my brat, and then I'm gonna put a lot of mustard on it. And then some people, I'm not a big ketchup fan, but that's a personal thing. Most people are
I was
probably.
literally gonna bring that up.
Yeah, I'm just not a ketchup
It's,
person. I just.
like I heard that and I was like, huh? Because the only reason I even heard of that story is because, like, for those who don't know, like, like the very first game of this season, the Thursday night game, they had all, on top of the whole spitting incident. Like they
Right.
had the lightning delay, and so they were talking about it during the lightning delay. And he was like, "Yeah, they put ketchup on their bratwurst." I was like,
Oh yeah.
"I don't eat. I'm not a bratwurst person. I'll be upfront. I don't eat bratwurst. But like when I think of a bratwurst, I don't think about putting ketchup on it.
Oh yeah.
But
That's
I
a
can
big
tell
one.
you, Benny puts ketchup on his bratwurst.
So probably everyone I know does because it's basically a bratwurst is like that's like the holiest outside of a fried cheese curd, right? And I can like growing up from my house there, I could go to a cheese market or like a cheese store, attached to where you could get fresh cheese made. There's probably like 5 of those places within 20 minutes of my house. But fresh fried cheese curds, that is the holiest of holy when it comes to Wisconsin foods. Uh, but then that would probably be followed by like a beer brat. Uh, I don't know. I can't think of anything more iconic. Uh,
Well, Foxy, depending on what time zone you're in, it is kind of dinner time.
oh, I'm
Like I'm thinking about what I for dinner.
yeah. It's 3:30 and I haven't ate a single thing today. I was doing yard work before the stream. I got this. I got a propane torch. So that's how I weed my yard now. Is I walk around with a
Oh my
propane tank and a propane torch. I
Do you
just
really?
absolutely. I don't have a lawn. I live in
Wait a minute.
Arizona, so if there's a wheat there, the only thing that's next to it is rocks, and they're all burning. It's it's such
I
an
don't know if you're joking. Are you really? Do you really?
oh,
Do that?
absolutely. I walk around. I got my fire retarded glove on to put the flint spark in
I
front
don't
of
know
the
if
crook.
I mean, I live in I live in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. And they do control birds to
Yeah.
help, but like somebody literally in there. Oh, I would lose my mind if I had a neighbor and I go outside and they're
Uh,
down there with the propane torch
oh,
just
it's not like
pointing at the ground.
the flame that comes out of it's like a solid 3 feet blue. And just over, and it's loud too. The propane just hissing out of there. I'm gonna be honest. I used to
Might as well
walk
put it
around
on the bratwurst.
with, well, I used to walk around with weed killer. And the weeds in the desert are really resistant to weed killer. They don't want to die. But
Well,
what
don't
they,
most people in Arizona? I used to live in Arizona. I remember my
yeah,
neighbor didn't even have real fake grass.
yeah. So I just went with the Southwest landscaping, kept it rocks and dirt. Uh, and unfortunately, we had some remnants of a hurricane pass through, and it flooded my yards and things like that. Some of the water even came into my house. That was a nightmare.
Oh, I
But
believe that.
yeah,
I believe
because
that.
nothing. So it's funny as I was digging a retention trench in my yard during the storm, and as I'd stick my shovel to the ground and I'd scoop it out, it was about 1 inch of wet dirt and then just dust underneath it. It's flooded because nothing drains in the desert. But
When I lived in Arizona, I lived in Lake Havasu,
okay,
and most of the houses are along the hill. And so I remember it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Went to Safeway on a Tuesday, getting my groceries, and it was sunny when I walked in. And I walk outside, and it was pouring. It was just straight up like pouring. And I
yeah, it's
remember
dangerous.
going in my car, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna, because I couldn't see. And I was like, maybe I'll just eat this ice cream I just bought.
Yeah.
And I live up the hill, so eventually it died down enough to where I can see. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna. I remember getting to the main road, and it was just a river, just straight
Oh
up
yeah. So
river.
that's the front of my house. I'm at a low point. The front of my house is at a low point, and they're actually building a $16.7 million retention dam across my house, next to this irrigation canal. And yeah, that's my house. Just a river. I'm I saw someone's shed blew apart because the gusts were so strong, and I watched their shed just float down the street to the corner of my house.
Damn.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
yeah, it was actually that's it was quite the storm, and then the result of it was I get a bunch of weeds. So then days like today, I walk out, I put on some some pants so I don't burn my legs, and some boots so I don't melt my tennis shoes, and I walk outside and I just torch my lawn. It's a good too because it gets rid of the seeds. It'll a lot of
I
those.
have to ask, Foxy, are you an Aints fan? Since Louisiana? Since we're about to get to index upload anyway, it's going to be almost like Ask the Booth. Bears had a walk-off.
They sure did.
Or sorry, the Bears.
The Bears. It looks like a single. Another single. Joshua J. It's not the Joshua J you're talking about though. And another. No, that's not a walk off. I think that the only walk off in the minors that DVS put the
Stop,
hurt on.
stop. They're already dead.
Yeah, I'm just curious if we. No, it looks like all pitchers pitched.
Oh wait, actually go back in. Did any pitchers hit?
No, look at this lineup.
Oh
Look
yeah,
how
at least one. At least one whiskey.
Rockout Whiskey DH'd.
Oh, and Jackson on Nola.
Yeah, then they actually had an RBI in a run. I guess that explains the pounding that they took to get.
You are forgiven, Foxy. I would not have had you as a Seahawks fan. I did know you were a Red Sox fan. I know you're still getting over Devers.
That's that. That's that. Let's get this uploading. Let's get this uploading so people can look at the index.
Oh yeah, can we? I was 7 minutes on my upload. I timed it.
Okay. Well, let me get a timer running on Google. We can add a stopwatch rather.
Oh, I'm looking at the clock.
Oh, I got the
You
stopwatch.
basically started at the top of the minute, so easy to keep track of.
Oh, it's tough math. Tough math. No. Yeah, I don't know. I am curious to see if this is going to be longer. How quick this goes. If it goes too quick, I'll be skeptical.
I will say this: I have been to Louisiana once. I was driving through on my way to Florida, and I ended up driving through New Orleans the morning after Mardi Gras. Totally coincidental. Totally. It didn't even dawn on me until about 20 minutes into the drive through New Orleans. I'm just looking at all of these people walking around, like squinting their eyes at 9 in the morning on here. And then finally I saw somebody with beads around their neck, and I was like, oh.
You weren't even tracking. You were
No,
not tracking the Mardi Gras.
We had to take that path because we're supposed to drive through the Appalachians and Georgia and Nashville, but Nashville had 3 snowstorms in a week, so the whole city was shut down. So we had to totally divert our path and basically drive along the Gulf to get to Florida. So it was totally unplanned. I will say this: I don't know. Don't dox yourself, but I will say this: Lafayette. If I picked a place to live, just based on hospitality, I'd live in Lafayette because we had our Lafayette is where we stayed for because it's 36 hours to drive from Kansas to Florida, some crazy number.
Yeah, it sounds right.
So we got a hotel in Lafayette, and oh my goodness, the hospitality, Southern hospitality, definitely felt it in Lafayette. And also, while I'm at it, because one of the few things I remember, not sponsored, best breakfast I've ever had. No, not Cracker Barrel. It's a place. I think they're still open. I think they're still around.
Denny's.
No, it's a local place called Dwyer's Cafe. Because whenever I'm out and about, I try to eat, you know, local, support small
Well,
business.
they're usually better. Breakfasts are going
Um,
to be better. Portions,
and
you get
and
good
they
hash
are
browns.
only they're like one of those restaurants. They're not like open all day. They only do breakfast and lunch. So it's like one of those places where they open at like 5 in the morning, they close at 3. And man, that place, fantastic, fantastic breakfast. What's funny too is because we got to the hotel like 2 in the morning, and they had to get a copy of my driver's license. Since the room was under my name, and I remember after we had breakfast, I think we're about like right outside city limits, and I get a phone call. I was like, yeah, do you have your driver's license? And and I don't know how the heck I did this while I was driving, but I like tried pulled out my wallet and I was like, no, have a
Right?
driver's license. I did because we were so tired after doing all that driving. Um, oh gosh, Waffle House is
Yeah.
amazing. I wish there was a Waffle House here. Oh gosh,
There's a
I've never had a bad
song.
experience at Waffle House.
There's a
Um,
song called "Take Me to the Waffle House."
well, Waffle House is so. I mean, Waffle House is also the place. If a Waffle House if your local Waffle House is closed, something is wrong. Like I don't know if FEMA still does it, but FEMA like bases like how bad things are in the area based on
If the Waffle House is open.
yeah, like I think they call it the Waffle House Index or something like that. It's like, is the Waffle House open? No? Okay, something bad's going on. We need to
That's
figure it out.
hilarious. Yeah, there's a song called Waffle House, and it's about a guy who catches his wife messing around on him, and he
Oh no.
proceeds to go to a Waffle House and he eats there, and the song's about the experience of going to the Waffle House. And
So
like,
instead of saying this is a Wendy's, we'll just say this is a Waffle
there's
House.
a Waffle House. Well, anything goes. So if you say they're kind of like the polar opposite meanings, like
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Like that's the other thing about the South. Like if it's snow, and that's coming from somebody who lives a little bit north of, the Gulf, where like if it snows like 3-4 inches or something like that, like it's just more like a hindrance. Like okay, well, get out the salt, get out the snow plows. But like even an inch, like anywhere along like the South, everybody freaks out. In fact, when I went to Florida, for more context, I'm a racing fan, so it was like a bucket list trip. It was for the Daytona 500, which is in February, and it was exceptionally cold in Florida. And I remember listening to the radio while we were driving, and like it sounded like the world was ending. Like they had all the dramatic music on the radio, like how to protect your plants when it's like 40 degrees outside. Everything is going to die. I was just like, guys, listen, it's
yeah, you're gonna lose some
get a coat.
plants. Like your cilantro plant's not making it. Like I'm sorry, but like
Like,
that's just the way
the
of the
world's
world.
not ending.
Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll plant some more cilantro. It'll come back.
I will say it did feel really weird being in Daytona Beach and wearing a winter coat. I will say that it was.
It is a little strange being in Florida wearing a winter coat. It gets cold. I mean, even in Arizona, and I'm about as south as it gets in Arizona. I'm about 10 minutes from the Mexican border. Well, maybe 15 minutes, but it's in the winter. It gets chilly. Like you'll get in the
It can
40s
snow
at
in
night.
it can snow in
But
Arizona.
yeah, um,
Like my best friend, which is
in
why I
northern
lived in
Arizona
Lake
for
Havasu.
sure.
Like it snowed. I think it was like 2 months after I moved back to Kansas. It snowed for like I think like 3 hours on New Year's Eve, and he took that opportunity to propose to his girlfriend.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think that was like the first time it snowed there in like 7 or 8 years or something like that.
Oh, he was ready and he was
Wait a
waiting
minute.
for the perfect moment. That's pretty cool.
They even closed the Walmart? Wait, now you just wait a minute.
Well, now
I
your guys Walmart's 24/7?
No,
Okay, yeah. That
they are
stopped with
not.
COVID, right?
Well, no. A lot of the WalMarts are in not so good places.
Ah,
So
okay,
so they close them early for more of that reasoning
got it.
than anything. And the WalMarts that are in good places are in places where people don't really. The last Walmart to close that stayed open for 24 hours was the one closest to the university, because drunk dorm students need to go grab their Doritos. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know if you're looking at chat.
I'm currently doing that. Are you going to be coming in last in our fantasy league this year? Um, well, I typically do pretty terrible. Um, the problem is there's no good fantasy primer out there, and I'm not gonna lie, like I try not to draft shortstops and center fielders, and that's my strategy. So,
By the way, your upload was about the same as mine, about 7 minutes.
yes, yeah, I caught that. I'm going ahead and starting the index upload now, um, and that way we can make sure that that uploads properly. But have you ever looked at this screen here where you can actually explore which players are from where? Uh, the only
I
thing,
have not.
so I've been bothered by this because I know we have teams in Canada. So I'm curious why this is showing up as 26 teams in the United States. Now I get it,
That's
lunar
something
base would.
something above our pay grade.
Oh, that's way above me. Yeah, I don't even know how to stream without screwing up the file. Um, but a lot of interesting. This is an interesting page to look at because I haven't really had a chance, but mostly a lot of Japanese, Dominican, and then our British friends. England gets in there quite a bit, so interesting. I saw that today. It was the first time I ever saw this page, and there's a schools page as well, but I don't know. I don't think that doesn't show anything. We can't see how many players come from which school, but kind of cool.
Hopefully, I'll get your updates in.
Oh yeah,
Don't forget to update
and
if you haven't done
GMs.
so.
GMs, you have something very important to do today. That's due today. That is the opening day rosters.
I just spun a wheel.
That's
That's how I
honestly
decided.
that's the best way to go. And yep, and April 16th on the index. So index is uploaded. GMs, go spin your wheel. And Nas, thank you for joining me. That it makes it so much easier when you have someone who's quite literally a professional streamer join
Oh
you.
gosh, no, I'm not a professional.
Well, you can't convince me of that. But thanks for joining me and helping me out today.
Yeah, not a problem. And also, because I know you're looking at 5 gazillion different things. I do have a raid. I think we have another OTP friend out there, still streaming, still chugging along.
Okay, so you know how to raid. Can you teach me? Because this has been like a running joke on Thursdays that I don't know how to do this.
So not backslash, forward slash,
/raid.
spacebar, and then the username of who we're raiding, which in
Okay,
this case is ESC_V.
we're gonna give this a shot.
And if it doesn't work for you, I have it on my phone too, in case it doesn't work.
So I don't even know how to know if it's working.
Should pop. It should trigger something, and it'll say like so and so started a raid.
Yeah, I don't see that. Yeah, so this has been a sticking point. So when I do /raid, doesn't even show up. Which is I don't know. Maybe it's a setting in the moderator settings. Maybe I gotta get.
I'm not sure because it lets me do it.
Yeah,
In fact, here, let me
yeah,
follower
so
subscriber only chat. Wait a minute, is it because I'm watching from my phone? Oh no, there it is. I see it.
yeah, you can see NetSpace used RAID ESCP. Yeah, so cool. I don't know how far off that rate is, but we're going into
Say your last
ES.
words now. Click the button.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Opening day Tuesday. Can't wait to see you all there.
Goodbye.